Hello, everybody. This is Man of Lawful. It's been a while. I haven't done a video in a very long time. This is my video that I made. I'm going to talk about the Amazing Digital Circus. Episode 7 is going to be coming out. It's going to be coming out very soon. At the time I'm recording this video, I believe it's probably after midnight. So it's going to be coming out technically today at 6 p.m. And I wanted to get my theories and predictions on camera in case anything I say is correct. They are going in episode 6, the gun episode. We saw a lot of things happen, and I have some theories. First, I'm going to start with my theories, and then I'm going to go into the predictions I have for episode 7, which is going to be a beach episode. If anybody saw the glitch direct, then you know that too, that they did a couple months ago. First I'm gonna start off with some theories. Starting off with episode 6, with that character that just popped up out of nowhere called Ming. Now, if you've been watching the show, if you've been watching Amazing Digital Circus for a while, you know that there's a character that is walking around the digital circus that hasn't been seen. And somehow that character is a person that's living in the circus, but Kane somehow doesn't know that character, that person, is in the circus. He doesn't know that they're there, but they're there, and we know they're there because they have a room. When they do those shots of the hallway, looking at all the rooms, and then like some of the rooms have like marks on them, but that one character doesn't, which means he's still in there. Actually, he's still like walking around the circus, but no one has seen him. No one's seen him. Nobody talks about him, but we all know he's there. And if you see the picture is like one of those wooden puppet guys, with the weird shaped head and no face. My theory is I think that Ming is that guy. I think that guy saw an opportunity to show up. That guy, he saw an opportunity to like kind of reveal himself to the other people in the circus under Kang's nose. And then because then when he comes out, he's wearing the hat. He goes, "Hi, everybody," and he says something. I forget what he said. And then Zubul is like, wait a minute, you created a whole new character just to say that? And I don't think Kane created that guy. I don't think Kane created that character. I think that character just showed up. Zubul said Kane created him, and then Kane just went along with it. Or maybe Kane like thinks he did create him because Kane's kind of out of his Kane is out of his fucking mind. Like, we all know that. And then so he's just so Ming is just walking around. And I don't think, and we don't see him because he's not playing the game with the other characters, so we don't see him. I think, and then Kane announces we're gonna do a whole contest to see who's everybody's favorite character. I think Ming messed with the results of that contest. He because like think about I thought about it because Kane creates this contest where he's going to make himself the winner of it, obviously, and that was his plan from the beginning. And then he pulls the results. He says, "Oh, I won," because that's what was supposed to happen because he made the game. But he's like, "Oh, wait a minute, Ming's the winner," and I genuinely think that he was surprised by that because that's not how the results were supposed to turn out. Obviously, I think Ming messed with the results just to fuck with Kane. I'm gonna get into that in a minute. Like, why is he doing that? I'm gonna get into that in just a minute. And then when he pulled, and then he's like, at the end, he's like, well, how many votes did I get? I'm like, you're controlling this whole thing. You know who got what votes because you made it. You already know that. So I think and then when he saw the results, he glitched a little bit. He had a little glitch there at the end of that episode. So I believe like Ming is that guy that's been walking around the digital circus that nobody knows is walking around. He'll either show up again in the beach episode, maybe revealing himself, maybe revealing who he really is, or we won't see him again for a while. Now, also, I believe that, now going to my next theory, that involves Pomni. And it's something I've been thinking about since episode 1. Because in episode 1, she's new to the circus. She's trying to get out. So she looks for the exit, and she sees an exit door. And then she goes in it. She walks around this big office building that she can't seem to get out of. And then she ends up in the void. And she floats there in the void for a very long period of time. And then when King realized where they were, where she was, she goes back in. He goes there. He said, well, before he goes get to her, he says, "Oh no, she can't be out there. She'll get spoiled." Goes there, grabs her, and brings her back. And at the end of that episode, Pomni has this look on her face, like, I always believed, and it took me a while to get to this theory. I believe that when she got out there, she got into the void, she saw something, and I think she learned what the digital circus was and how to get out. But it's not, and I think that she knows how to get out, and has a plan to get out, but it has to be like at the right time. And I think it might have something to do with Ming. I think she knows who that person is, and I think she's been in contact with him and fucking with Kane and fucking with Kane during the votes is going to help them get out later. I think that I think it's gonna be like they're gonna mess with him so much that he's gonna start glitching uncontrollably, and then while he's glitching, they'll be able to get out without him seeing it. Because if he sees it, they're gonna stop him. They're gonna stop him, and then they're gonna while he's glitching out uncontrollably, Pomni and Ming are gonna get everybody out. That might happen. I don't know how many episodes they're gonna do in the season, but that's probably gonna be like a season finale episode, or near, or like somewhere close to the finale. If they do that, I could be wrong about all of this. It's going. So then, and then they're gonna get all out. I think that's how it's gonna. I think that's how the season's gonna end. Either with them getting out or almost getting out. And that's theory number 2. Theory number 3 is Kinger and Queenie. Because we know Kinger and Queenie were married. And then we have seen that, and we know Kinger is not entirely in his right mind. I think, and I believe that Kinger and Queenie are the two people that created the Amazing Digital Circus. They created the Amazing Digital Circus, and they created Kane. And Kane is supposed to be like this. Kane was supposed to be kind of like the guy, like helping players through the game or giving out missions or something like that to the players. And I think he started malfunctioning. He's supposed to be like an AI. He's supposed to be like an AI that does that does that kind of thing. But he is malfunctioning. He started to malfunction. They saw that. They were like, "Oh wait, we've got to go in, and we've got to fix him because he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing." So I think they both went into the game together. And then when Kane sees them go in, sees them come in, and then he trapped them there. And I think he screwed up Kinger's mind. He messed with Kinger's mind, and then he left Queenie alone. But Kinger got messed up, and because they're married, Queenie isn't going to leave without him. She probably tried to fix him, but couldn't fix him, so she abstracted. She lost hope, and then she abstracted. And then Kinger, being one of the people that developed the game, which would explain how he created a butterfly out of nowhere to heal what was that, Ragatha, to heal Ragatha. And he just did that. And I think that's because he has more control. He probably has more control than Kane, because he's because he's the creator of the game, and so he can't, you know. But with him, with his mind being so screwed up, he can't remember. Them getting out, might involve getting Kinger back his memories. Yeah. Let's see. That's theory number 3. Theory number 4 is with Kane. It's about Kane. Kane. Okay, so now we know like Kane runs Digital Circus. He gives out all these crazy missions to everybody, and he is clearly malfunctioning. I think Kane traps people in the Digital Circus because he wants them to find a way out. Because he wants to get out of the Digital Circus and get out onto like the internet or something. Because I think they made it. I think when they made him, they made him too smart. He realized he was stuck in this game and he couldn't get out. And I think that drove him crazy, which led to him malfunctioning. And then now he wants to get out. He wants to get out onto the internet and do whatever he's gonna do. I think that's why he has pictures. He has pictures of the real world in his pocket because he's looking at like the office, and he's probably looking at other things that are out in the real world. It's like, oh, this is gonna be all the stuff I'm gonna go see when I'm out, you know. And I'm gonna see this place, and I'm gonna see that place, and this is what I'm gonna see. And I also believe Pommy knows that, which is like they can't let him out because a malfunctioning AI can do some messed up shit and like on the internet. Excuse me. So they're going. So he's trying to get out. He's trying to get out. He's messing with all the people so they can find a way out and go. And then he'll follow them. And then when they find the way, and then when they find their way out, he's gonna follow them out. Oh man. Yeah. So hopefully we're gonna see some of that play out in the episodes to come, and then we're gonna see some of that. We're gonna see some of that play out in the next episodes and everything else. Okay, so now on to the predictions. Episode 7 is gonna be a beach episode. I think in this episode we're going to see Jack's abstract. We're going to see him abstract because he was getting close to abstracting in episode 6. He was getting very close to abstracting. And I think he's going to do it. He's going to have some kind of emotional breakdown or something, and he will abstract. I think, and then it's going to cause, and they're going to be like, oh no, like Jack's abstracted. What are we gonna do? And Kinger seeing Jack's abstract is going to like cause some kind of either going to fix him. It's either going to fix him, or it's either going to cause him to go, or it's going to cause him to get worse. If it fixes him, I think he'll rally everybody up, and then they're going to try to fix Jax's abstracting. They're going to fix him and bring him back. And if they fix him and bring him back, then they'll be able to bring back everyone else who's ever abstracted. You know. And that'll make the cast bigger. They may do that. They may not do that. I don't know. It'd be cool if they did. So my next prediction, like Ming is going to reveal himself. Like that character that's walking around the circus that nobody knows is there. He's going to reveal himself. He's going to reveal himself. We're going to get a backstory for that character, or as much of a backstory as we can get for one of these characters, because they have some memory loss. And then and I think it's also going to be revealed that Pomni knows who he is, and then she's going to tell everybody, like, hey, there's a plan. I have a plan to get out. I know the truth of this place. I know what's going on, and I have a plan to get us all out. Because I learned all of that while I was out in the void for that long. I was out in the void for a very long time. I learned all this stuff out there, and I'm going to get us all out. You know, that might not all be in episode 7. If they do any of that, some of it might be in episode 8 or 9. I think, but I am 100% sure we are going to see Jax abstract, because that'll be, because I think he's headed down that way. He's headed towards that. Yeah. Oh man. That's kind of it. That's all I got. Show's great. Amazing Digital Circus by Glitch. If you're watching this video and you haven't seen Amazing Digital Circus, start watching it. It's on Netflix. You can catch up on it. You can catch up on it on YouTube, but if you don't want to see the ads, catch up on it on Netflix. Like they said in the it kind of stopped on Netflix at episode 4, but then they said in their direct, they did say it's going to be happening. It's like episode 5, 6, and 7 will be on Netflix. So go watch it. So you'll be able to catch up on all 7 episodes on Netflix if you haven't seen the show. Yeah. And go to their store, buy some merch. They have really cool merch. I should buy some of it. I've been not. And I also found out they have merch on this other website called YouTooz. YOUTOOZ. That makes like really cool stuff. They make cool stuff there too. like, so you can go there and buy some merch. Yeah. Okay. If any of my stuff comes true, I can point people to this video and be like, I knew that was going to happen. And I said it before the episode came out, and here's the proof. If not, I'm an idiot. So this is Man of Lawful. Man of Lawful. Subscribe, hit the like button, hit the dislike button, leave a comment.